Sabah, a jungle more than 130 million years old, located in Borneo, the largest island in Southeast Asia. With mountains towering 4,000 meters in height, ancient tropical forests, and immense rivers, this province of Malaysia is home to an incredible array of wildlife. We all dream of exploring the most remote places on Earth, but few of us make such dreams come true. But Jorge Camilo Valenzuela is one of them. Born in Chile, brought up in Brazil and resident in France, this citizen of the world photographs all the virgin forests of the globe to capture their dazzling beauty. Committed to the protection of fauna and flora, Jorge then informs the public through his exhibitions, his conferences, and his photo albums, published notably by National Geographic. This time, the photographer has chosen one of the most mysterious places in the world to show us its splendor, but also the fragility of its ecosystem. High adventure that Jorge invites us to share by looking at a universe that is as hostile as it is fascinating, at the heart of Borneo's wildlife. "560 kilometers long, the Kinabatangan River is the largest river in Sabah. Before it reaches the sea, its tumultuous waters cross a large area of mangrove swamps, a tropical marshland where forest mixes with the sea. On the river's banks, there's a corridor, a sanctuary, where abundant wildlife attempts to survive despite the encroachment of palm oil factories, an ecological scourge which has hit the region in the last few years. Here on the Kinabatangan River, Jorge spends a great deal of his time with his friend Bob, his pilot. Searching for subjects to photograph, he scans the river's banks, teeming with, amongst other things, snakes and crocodiles. The Malaysian monitor lizard is one of the rare inhabitants of the river that enjoys the suffocating heat of the sun at its zenith. Patiently, Jorge has to wait hours for just the right moment, when the reptile, by going into the shade, finally lets him have a better angle for photographing and better light. The Malaysian monitor is the largest of its species after the Komodo dragon. The male is on average 2 meters long, but can measure up to 3 meters and weigh 300 kilograms. But this does not stop it from moving very quickly, and its claws even allow it to climb trees. Voracious, it has powerful jaws with very sharp teeth, and it can detect odors with its forked tongue that is similar to a snake's. This prehistoric animal is a formidable predator. It eats fish, lizards, and birds. Fearless, it doesn't stop at stealing the eggs of its natural enemy, the saltwater crocodile. This monitor is very much at home in water. It uses its tail to make sudden changes in direction to catch its prey. The Kinabatangan River abounds in fish that attract large numbers of birds to its tributaries and the surrounding lakes. The region is therefore highly popular for observing magnificent species, such as this oriental darter, also called snakebird, that is drying its wings after having been fishing in the muddy waters of the river. On the bank, snakes, like this mangrove snake, are also on the lookout for birds. Looking inoffensive when basking in the sun, it becomes far more aggressive when it gets darker. But this doesn't bother Jorge, even if this snake is responsible for many serious bites. Its venom contains a very active neurotoxin.
Bob, push the boat a little bit. That's it. Yeah. Come back, little snake. Come back. The profession of animal photographer is not very well known, and very few people manage to make a decent living at it. It's a thankless job. You don't get much sleep. You do a lot of walking and traveling by boat. You're always getting bitten and stung. You fall, you get cut, you break the equipment, and sometimes you even break your bones. In short, it's much more than a job. It's an all-consuming passion. It's also a way of living in the great outdoors. I spend countless hours tracking my subjects, observing them from dawn to dusk, maybe in sweltering heat or a heavy downpour. On top of that, the photos are often duds, and I come back with nothing to show for all that. But what I like about these trips into the heart of nature is that I shed everything my education taught me, and I get back to the very basics. I am one more living being in this ecosystem. I have to respect it if I want to survive. I have to act in osmosis with it. Observing nature, you become very aware of how there's a delicate balance to everything here. It's all regulated by the food chain, where even the tiniest insect plays an essential role.
After a long hunt, Jorge has found one of his favorite subjects, macaques. The gray-coated crab-eating macaque is smaller than other macaques and differs from its cousins in that it is a fish-eater. Playful and mischievous, crab-eating macaques live in hierarchical clans that can contain dozens of individuals. Though their principal activity is looking for food, they spend a good deal of time delousing each other. As well as getting rid of parasites, these delousing sessions aim to maintain group cohesion and strong affective bonds. Not far away is another group, the pig-tailed macaques. They're important territorial rivals to the crab-eating macaques. Weighing between 5 and 13 kilograms and measuring up to 73 centimeters, it's remarkable for its strength and the length of its canines. Some of these teeth are 12 centimeters long. Jorge is particularly fond of these monkeys because he sees them as individuals in their own right. Taking the time to observe them, he sometimes detects individual character traits in each of them. They are no longer simply animals. They are almost people with their own behavior, gestures, and expressions. Long hours have passed. Twilight approaches. Jorge hasn't had a second's rest. He's not speaking. Bob paddles gently without any sudden movements. Both men respect the intimacy afforded by their hosts. Jorge savors every minute spent with the animals. He loves to watch them and doesn't miss a thing. He waits patiently for that look, that everyday gesture that reveals a real personality. Jorge concentrates on observing individuals who separate from the group to get on with their own life. Suddenly, an incredible exchange happens between Jorge and a macaque. Tender and timid looks dart from high up in the branches. Jorge has found his subject, the one that stands out from all the others. He wants to immortalize this moment and, through the eyes of this macaque, capture its essence, its history. For a brief instant, Jorge communicates with his subject. He senses a real affection for him. He understands him. He feels for him.
Every evening when I come back after a long, hard day, the cool evening breeze, heavy with the heady aroma of orchids, intoxicates me, and the sky's stunning colors give me a real boost of energy. I look back over all the extraordinary creatures that have accepted me and allowed me a glimpse of their secret life. That marvelous, unique wildlife where through patience we discover that each member has its own particular identity. This wildlife that we soon realize is not composed of only wild animals, but above all of living beings thriving in this magnificent setting and that contribute to its equilibrium.
A new quest begins for our friends. For some days now, Jorge has not seen one of the large endemic species of Borneo, the Borneo pygmy elephant. So he decides to go looking for them, even if he has to search along the Kinabatangan river all day long in the torrid heat. But on the way, not a single animal dares come out in the sun. They're all hiding in the cool shade of the jungle. Suddenly, a croaking that Jorge easily recognizes is heard near the riverbank, high up in the branches. It's a young oriental pied hornbill lounging in the shade. This confirmed monogamous species that lives in couples or with its young has a powerful beak that it uses to build its nests in cracked tree trunks. The light softens. Accustomed to living in symbiosis with the animals he photographs, Jorge also rests. But his rest is short-lived. Birds are singing again. Nature has finished its siesta. It's time to get ready.
Slowly, slowly, slowly. Cut the motor.
Taking up his quest once again, Jorge sniffs the air for that acrid smell that would reveal the presence of pygmy elephants. These animals are sometimes hidden by the tall grasses, and it's easy to go right past them without seeing them. The miracle finally happens. but the elephants are in the shade and apparently have no intention of moving from the vegetation to the riverbank. Jorge sees no other solution but to approach them. It's not without danger. Not long ago, an Australian vet was killed. Barefoot, he climbs a tree on the river's edge to get a better view. Even though he knows that these trees are full of fire ants and that he's going to be eaten alive.
Every time I see pygmy elephants, I become a child again. I get a shudder of joy when I'm in their presence. The fascinating thing is that I know that I can enjoy them only here because this subspecies of Asian elephant can be found only in the northeast corner of the island of Borneo. Perched up in my tree, I witness extraordinary moments in the life of these unique creatures. I've even seen the education of the young elephants, the mother showing her young how to rip up a clump of grass with their trunk, using their foot to help, and then to beat it on the ground several times to make it tender. The baby elephants follow her example, but the youngest clearly prefers his mother's milk. I realize how lucky I am to be able to witness such scenes. I wouldn't trade such moments for all the tea in China.
Obviously, the pygmy elephant is so called because of its small size. Males measure between 2 and 2.5 meters, as compared to 3 meters for the Asian elephant and 4 meters for certain African species. But that doesn't stop them from consuming 150 kilograms a day of plants, grasses, palm or banana leaves. Peaceful by nature, elephants have been known to charge at farmers who are encroaching on their living space. Deforestation not only reduces its food and its habitat, but also its liberty of movement, an indispensable condition for its reproduction. Today, the species is on the critically endangered list. It's very rare to be able to watch elephants swimming like this. Pygmy elephants love water. This one is obviously quite happy doing lengths of the breaststroke. In the strong tropical heat, rain is welcomed. It allows the elephants to regulate their body temperature. Like its African and Asian cousins, the pygmy elephant uses its ears as fans to regulate its body heat when the temperature rises. But sometimes that's not enough. Its ears are smaller than those of other species. This is why they protect themselves from the heat by staying in the shade of the jungle. During the monsoon, heavy tropical rains and storms occur practically every day on the river. Our friends have to take shelter because the metal of the motor or of their material could easily attract lightning. The rain seems to be stopping. It has freshened the air and watered all the vegetation. Immediately recognizable with its long, soft nose, a Proboscis monkey, the emblem of Borneo, sits on the riverbank to dry off after the storm. This endemic species eats essentially leaves and fruits. They gather in mangrove forests and on the riverbanks. The social organization of proboscis monkeys is centered around a dominant male. He lives with a dozen females and violently expels young males approaching maturity who might take his place. Our friends are already in position. Jorge observes the harem and looks for the dominant male, endowed with a proboscis that can reach his chin and whose length is a major asset in seducing females. The very agile proboscis monkeys constantly move from tree to tree. Under the supervision of the dominant male, members of the group scatter to go and look for the young shoots they love to eat. Thanks to its webbed feet, the proboscis monkey is not scared of falling into the water. It's an excellent swimmer and never hesitates to swim across the river or dive into it from a branch 15 meters high. Like the pygmy elephant, the amazing proboscis monkey is unfortunately under threat from deforestation as well as from poaching, even though it is a protected species. In the part of Borneo that belongs to Malaysia, the state of Sabah still has true primary forests. The Danum Valley National Park Forest is an original and intact universe where nature reigns supreme. In this gigantic forest, the trees stand between 40 and 60 meters high. Some of them reach 70 meters. The rate of humidity is no less impressive, as it varies from 80 to 90%. In the early morning, the forest is covered in a mist that makes it even more mysterious. Danum is an ocean of greenery that is not accessible to all. But areas of wilderness like this have become extremely rare in the world, as the progress of technology always facilitates the invasion of areas that have as yet escaped the stranglehold of modern civilization. It's in this setting that Jorge finds his friend Steph, a national park ranger. Entering this extraordinary universe assumes a strong will and solid endurance. Here, man can rely only on his own strengths, both for walking and for finding his way. Together, in the heart of this luxuriant jungle, Jorge and Steph take off in search of its exceptionally rich fauna.
Let's take a break. So what do we do tonight?
Tonight we're going to the night walking.
Oh. Wait.
Beaches.
Yes. Up. So, night walking tonight.
When night walking, so normally we always seen like a lot of insects, civets,
Yeah.
sleeping birds, and tarantula.
Yeah.
And then Yeah, we went to the lucky one to see the Venus flying frogs.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and then
Can be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we want to see.
It's starting to be dark. Should we go?
Yeah.
In this heat and humidity, breaks are taken as frequently as needed. Our two explorers left at dawn. They go to a new observation spot every day, and these treks can last between 8 and 10 hours. Jorge has to carry a backpack filled with very heavy cameras and lenses over slippery ground.
Oh yeah, it's a red-leaf monkey, George.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, look, there's one.
Yeah. Oh, that, we're pushing.
He's jumping.
Oh, it's jumping.
Ah, he's very far away, look. No, he's far. He's too far.
It's around here.
Yeah. Oh, nice jump.
On the way to the jungle camp, Jorge is lucky enough to spot a vine snake. Agile and quick with its slender body and sly eyes. Its venom is not deadly, but does cause high fever and sickness. Jorge knows this and handles it with care.
Don't move. Don't move, my darling. Darling, come here. Yes, come here. Again. Yeah. Yeah.
It will soon be dark. Jorge has spent quite a bit of time with the vine snake. To get back to camp on time, he cuts across the river, even though the water and the riverbanks are infested with leeches and snakes, notably with pythons.
Hi, Steph. How have you been?
Our friends have set up camp on the banks of the Danum River. In the jungle, you can't live without water. Water allows you to drink, cook, wash. Living in the heart of the forest, several hours away from the nearest scientific base, Jorge and Steph are in symbiosis with a fauna that is as beautiful as it is dangerous. They delight in an outstanding view. After an endless day, our exhausted friends nonetheless continue their adventure, taking off for a session in the silent world of the night. A world where predators swing into action, and where innumerable varieties of insects, amphibians, and reptiles rule in a threatening and yet fascinating environment. In the dark, bats fly over our explorers. Every evening they walk for hours and inspect every nook and cranny, always on the lookout for red and shiny eyes picked out by the light of their torches. They also have to keep their ears open, listening for any suspicious movement in the foliage. Even if a large number of tree frogs can be heard with their very recognizable croak, it's not easy to locate them precisely. Green reptiles like this flying dragon are easily camouflaged against the green bark of the tree trunks. Equipped with a pair of wings that allows it to glide over distances of 7 to 10 meters, this reptile moves rapidly from tree to tree. At rest, its folded wings are invisible, and the flying dragon then looks like any other lizard. One of Jorge's techniques for making lizards stand out from the background is to sprinkle them lightly with water.
Yeah, come on, boss. Be handsome.
Although usually timid, this one is attuned to Jorge and hardly moves.
You want to drink?
It must enjoy the coolness. The quest continues in spite of the late hour and unabated heat.
More light, Steph. More light.
Here's a large agamid lizard, a stocky reptile with a large head and a dorsal crest. Jorge is observing him attentively, but his color is dark and dull. So the photographer decides delicately to wet it. The lizard seems happy and even drinks out of the bottle.
Come on, boss.
Being an animal photographer is decidedly a lesson in patience. When he's finally flushed out his subject, Jorge puts himself level with him. As stealthy as a cat, he crawls through the mud at the foot of the roots to photograph it. He also needs to take the time to put his light in place and to carefully choose the angle for these shots. His concentration is so great that he doesn't even consider the risk of being bitten by stinging insects, spiders, scorpions, or snakes that live for the most part at the foot of the trees.
Don't move. More light, more light. Wow, very good.
The frog seems intimidated. Jorge reassures and compliments it, as he would with a human model. He waters it a little. This not only rehydrates it, but also brings out its colors, which become more beautiful and brilliant. Jorge even manages to reposition his subject on a backdrop of leaves. And the most unbelievable thing is that the frog doesn't even move. It seems to be actually posing for the photographer, who never forgets to thank his models at the end of the session.
Thank you, darling.
Night eventually cools off. after a fine rain that always delights the frogs. Even though it's late, Jorge continues his session. The rain has washed the foliage and created a sublime natural setting, bright with colour, and very inspiring for a photographer.
Yes. Panas. Hot, yes. Wet.
Slowly.
Yeah, good.
Sabah tea.
Yeah, Sabah tea. Made in Sabah. I would like to see your photo.
Okay. This is a
Yeah, wow, very nice.
lizard, a green lizard.
Yeah. I like the crested.
Yes.
Neck, yeah.
Do you see the mouth? White?
Yeah, white.
Nice, huh?
Oh, nice.
Different angle. This one is good. I like it. You can see the water.
Very clear. Good.
Yeah, a very good model also.
Yeah.
He stayed a long time with me.
Good.
He didn't move. He was
Good.
a very good actor, yes. He posed for me. Hi, Steph.
Hi, George.
One for you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, breakfast. Good sleep last night?
Yeah, but not very well because I heard a lot of noise. Maybe elephants.
Or maybe the single one, the elephant. Because this area, the trail of elephant.
Ah, okay. It's not natural for
I'm
elephants.
not sure. I want to learn with you. Because I'm a beginner, a photographer.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I?
Of course. I think in photography, like in your job, you see some things, some animals, and you must be confident you're going to find them.
Oh.
And be respectful, you know? So when you're respectful of nature and animals, you find them.
Yeah.
And then when you find them, if you don't scare them and if your aura is good and you don't want to do bad things to her, she can feel it. That's why I talk to them all the time, you see? You must just have patience. Wait for the nice window, the right frame, the good frame, you know, to take a good photo, a nice composition, good light.
Yeah, light, the sun.
Exactly. So you must just be patient and wait. This is for me, the key of taking good photos of wildlife.
Hard work.
Yeah. But I'm happy if in one day, I do one shot that's good. I'm happy. When you see a photo, you remember the moment you shared with the animal. It's nice.
Oh,
Love in the photo is when you spend a long, long time.
that's the key.
That's the key. Exactly.
Then you can see the real life.
Yeah. The days run into weeks and slip by too quickly, and I'm a bit worried because my quest is not over. I haven't seen any orangutans yet, and they are the main reason I came to Borneo. I'll have to venture even deeper into the jungle if I hope to find them. Every morning, I make the long, difficult climb up a ladder fastened to a huge tree. To get to the observation platform, 35 meters up, where I overlook a large swath of forest. Despite the fatigue and the crippling cramps in my arms, I keep hoping that from up here, I'll be able to catch sight of an orangutan nest in the distance. Once up on the platform, I enjoy an incredible view. It's like being in the heart of a cathedral of greenery. Even if I don't see any signs of orangutans, I'm still glad to be up here, because up here, time stands still, and I enjoy this moment on my own. I like to feel free, to be content with the simple things like the soft wind, the smells, the colors, and the exceptional sounds that are continual enchantment.
In his search for orangutans, a name that means man of the forest in Malay, Jorge meets Henry, a guide who has worked for years with a Japanese scientist specializing in these large primates. They set off together in pursuit of these magnificent animals who share 97% of their genome with the human species. Our friends unexpectedly come face to face with a large male. This one must weigh 80 kilograms at least. They have to be careful. Its strength is colossal and it won't hesitate to attack if it feels threatened. After weeks of exhausting work, Jorge's dreams have finally come true, to find and observe a male orangutan at such close quarters. Jorge and Henry continue their quest for Bornean orangutans, which are different from the Sumatran orangutan. These two species are unique in the world. They are found only on their respective islands. It's very difficult to find them as they're continually moving about. The females, who can measure 1 meter 20 and weigh 38 kilograms, move easily from tree to tree at dizzying heights.
So I hope we can follow the mama and the baby all day today again.
Yeah, hopefully, because they will protect the baby. So sometimes they will hiding.
Actually, they're quite high now. They're difficult to see.
Yeah, difficult to see now.
Now we woke up very early this morning.
Yes, very early.
To come here. And already they'd woken up, actually, at 6 o'clock. Already the mama orangutan and the baby orangutan were awake.
Yeah, it's time for breakfast for them. Sometimes they will going down to the ground and then they will eating the soil to take the mineral.
The minerals, yes, yeah.
But it's not very often, only a few times in 1 month.
Oh, okay. So to see the orangutans on the ground, we must be very, very lucky.
Yeah, we're very, very lucky.
Because we must find the day when they come down.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we're going to be patient and wait for the light to improve to take some photographs, because for me now it's just wonderful to watch them, but to take photos there's just not enough light.
Yeah.
So we've got to wait.
Jorge spends the whole morning observing this mother with her little one. During their first year, newborns live hanging on to their mothers, who lead them nimbly from branch to branch. Orangutans live mainly in trees. Every evening they build a new nest, sometimes more than 18 meters above the ground. As opposed to many other primates, orangutans do not live in clans but are solitary. A mother lives alone with her young. She takes tender care of it until it's about 3 years old, and only then will she breed again. The life expectancy of orangutans varies between 30 and 40 years, living in the wild. Alas, the Borneo orangutan belongs to the long list of endangered species, because it suffers not only from deforestation, but from poachers who have no compunction in killing mothers to take the young. In 60 years, the orangutan population in Borneo has fallen by half. And that is why Jorge wants at all costs to observe them in their natural habitat and to show how urgent it is to protect these animals that are so close to man.
What?
Found something.
What is it?
It's a tree bark, and it's eaten by the orangutan.
Yeah.
And this bark is from this tree. It's a fig tree, yeah?
Yeah, I saw some last time, yeah.
So orangutan, they're also eating this bark.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the favorite food for them.
Oh, okay. Good.
And it's still fresh, so we had a chance to see the orangutan.
Wow, that's very good news. This means she's on the way.
Yes.
Okay, let's go find her.
Okay. Oh, dude, orangutan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great. They're moving. We'll go this way, huh? Despite all the slipping and sliding, despite the hundreds of bug bites and cuts, despite the fatigue and oppressive heat, I've never felt such contentment. It's hard to imagine that very soon I won't be getting up before dawn for the simple pleasure of observing from up in the canopy these blue skies with their thousands of nuances that only nature knows how to create. I feel I belong in the heart of this amazing jungle. I feel useful here, with the hope that the fruit of my work will make a real contribution to the preservation of this natural heritage that is so essential. It is imperative that we stop converting these magnificent, unspoiled forests into palm oil plantations. If, thanks to my photos, people become aware of this responsibility, then I will have accomplished my mission